now it feels like when he plays Zane, it is neck and neck.
Yeah.
So somebody who can adapt and
taking
build.
some of the most important sets over Zane. And I mean, winning Summit.
Winning Summit, yeah, back to back, which is just
that's
nearly unprecedented.
I think yeah, Armada's the only person to ever do that.
Yeah, only Armada. Only Armada. And Armada won 4 in a row. So
yeah, which is that's almost as impressive as Zuppy winning 4 Salt Mines.
Yeah,
nearly.
Well, SluG, you know, for all of the preparedness that iBDW may or may not have brought to the table, this has been a clean stock so far from SluG. There's the first hit by iBDW, but that bear is probably going to do it. I imagine that
should be able to clean it up. It does.
Pretty simple edge guard there.
Yeah, if the Fox is able to make it back on stage, I feel like that is a fairly awkward position for ice climbers.
Yeah, you need a shine or something.
Yeah, but Fox, for once, can't make it back.
Yeah, I think that like something I really like IC players when they go for it is, you know, if there's ever a question of like, can I edge hog this, or is the Fox a little bit too close?
Yo.
I really like the options where like, and that was a nutty scramble by the way. So yeah, right there, right? That's getting further kind of stinks for the ICs. But I like seeing when you'll see ICs players where they send Nana to the ledge and then Popo does like an F smash or something.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
That kind of coverage is really, really good.
Yeah, I think that's definitely, when applicable, is usually optimal.
Really strong. Yeah.
Not gonna lie, SluG kind of buying him at the beginning of that game, like those first, yeah. And I mean, he lost that stock at 65% too. Like he had time to play on that stock still.
Yeah.
And it's not stopping.
Definitely not. Oh, he made it over there with the dash tag. He hustled up the ledge. Oh, that's going to be it, right? Okay, somehow missed them. Then iBDW missed the angle. I thought SluG could have made it up there for a bear. We'll pretend that's what that happened.
Yeah, wow.
And yeah, this is a brutal game 1. Dude. Oh, yeah, and again, I mean, this is kind of the same story as the Kadoran said. SluG basically just kind of living on borrowed time right now. You're not looking to necessarily win the game with the Sopo. You're happy to, though. Hang on.
I won't complain about it.
Yeah,
dude,
you won't complain.
Are you kidding me? Like, he missed that wave land. He was going to get a back air off that wave land, too.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Another one.
SluG might be one of the best players in knowing their character's punish game at every moment just in the world. Like, I feel like SluG has some of the best and most nuanced combo game, whether it's percent-based, whether it's sending Nana or Popo to the ledge, whether it's basically anything. And there's so many weird things with ice climbers that they have a lot to keep track of.
Really do.
And they make it look easy. Well, gets another opportunity to win with the Popo. Sopo, but
and that's just going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It helps that Icy's bear is like a really strong aerial.
I see a little bit of a smirk on SluG's face.
Yeah.
SluG's face when he Smug's face.
The smug face. You know, that's gotta be a good feeling taking that game 1 there.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. I mean, getting into winner's quarters over Kadoran and iBDW, who are like 2 of the best players to do it. Huge tournament threats. I mean, that would be just pretty unprecedented for somebody like SluG.
Yeah.
And while Nana's able to get it back there, I like reading the ledge there. I think that was a pretty smart option from SluG.
Yeah. And you're talking about pretty unprecedented, and then you add on like the fact that ice climbers, like you were saying, in their current state, losing a lot of top players and Faith, losing a big option for them. Playing a character that a lot of the better characters can really kind of force in very, very bad positions, and they just have found a way to adapt to every single thing that anyone has thrown at them so far for the most part.
Yeah, it feels like if it's not, literally like Peach, SluG can probably get it done. And yeah, I mean, even Peach, I think he's got some victories.
Yeah.
And let's see what you can get here. Yeah, you do get, there you go. I mean, SluG is going to be able to use the fact that he was on the left side of the platform to have his Nana, just so everyone knows with like the handoff thing, right? Like you are only really going to get a reliable handoff if you're near the edge of the stage or the edge of a platform, because otherwise, Nana will often go for up throw and then the handoff ends. But if you're by the edge of the platform, she's going to go for forward throws and you can keep it going.
Yeah, which is also big. People a lot of time are like, oh, handoffs are just wobbling too, but it's so different.
They're so situational, right?
Yeah,
you can't
exactly.
do them in the middle of the stage.
Yeah.
The whole thing with wobbling is you can do them anywhere. So it's just a different level of situationality, let's say. Okay, iBDW really using these battlefield side platforms to great extent here. Playing a much more Like, just kind of crafty game. Using the drill shines to split them up.
Yeah, a lot harder to hit.
A lot harder to hit, yeah. Oh, well, that bear does clip there. Oh, no.
And splits them and sends man off stage.
All off Fox's uppy. Yeah, that hurts. To miss that bear on the Fox's uppy, like you said, if you hit it, then that's a dead Fox. If you miss it, it's actually a really awkward spot. Because Nana's not going to DI very well. You're probably going to get split up.
You get sent off stage so easy with your traction. I mean, look at that back air. You got back air in the middle of the stage, and you're like halfway just sliding across everywhere. You were at high percent.
Yeah.
Okay, catches that dash back with back end of down smash.
Yeah, like Waveland down smash. Oh, Waveland forward now. Waveland forward jab.
Oh, had the positioning for. Oh, but here we go.
Okay, hang on a minute. Oh, the spacing just not went there again. Off the uppy, the Fox uppy, that Firefox has been the bane of Nana's existence this game.
So it looked like he went for the edge guard you were talking about, sending Nana, and then he was trying to, it seemed like, walk in space around the Firefox. I feel like you could just F smash and beat it.
In place,
yeah,
maybe. Maybe you can just
let it come at you.
Yeah. But sometimes you don't trust the little, like, you know, the really shallow angles that get almost underneath your feet. Well, one way or another, iBDW taking that game off the back of some really clutch Firefoxes that SluG just narrowly missed the edge guard on. But that's kind of how it goes. Wise man named Phil once said, you know, if you want to make the upset, you got to hit your edge guards. We're seeing that in spades this set.
That is a wise man.
Okay, what's the split here? Oh. FDO is going to be the stage that, you know, is favored by ICs. You're removing that element of the verticality with the platforms. On the flip side, I've always thought this stage is actually, neutral game aside, Fox does get some pretty nasty punishes here. Yeah. So you're not out of the woods.
And also, it's with wobbling band, it's not as good for ICs as it once was.
True, yeah. Very true. Okay, but let's see what we get here. And the Bears, oh my goodness, going all the way out there with the huge amount of, like, horizontal momentum. Almost looked like he moonwalked out there.
Yeah.
Okay, up throw, up smash, regrab. iBDW trying to use Slight DI to get out of that. Dude, you said it, man. SluG's punish game with these wavelands onto the stage, knowing all the up throw follow-ups, I think a lot of, like, lesser ICs would get tricked up by the fact iBDW's using Slight DI, the DI where it looks like you're DI to the side, but you can't dash tag it. Because you know the ICs want up throw, dash tag, regrab. Right. But iBDW not giving that. SluG is still ready for it with the up smashes, the up airs. But let's see what we got here. Now SluG is in a position where
half the time SluG won't even let you land. You'll just forward air and then grab you before you hit the ground.
Exactly. Yeah, we're seeing such, like, optimization from him.
Also, seems like one of the best tech chasers right now. Just seeing ice climbers are really good at tech chasing once you get them on the ground with, like, using moves and finding those regrabs. But the amount of wave dash past and, like, dash dance back through, like, kind of trying to bait get up attacks and other things, it's just seems so thought out.
Yeah.
Like, they definitely seem to be. Obviously, people are intentionally doing things, but, like, they have game plans.
Yeah. I mean, for a character that doesn't have the best ground speed, the best tech chase game in the first place, it's always really impressive when somebody makes it work. That's always how I feel about Amsa and his Yoshi as well. Yeah. Obviously, Yoshi with a slow grab, but the amount of, like, reaction tech chases you see, it's just kind of nutty.
Yeah. Slightly different note, but speaking of those slow reaction tech chases, Swooper has just been extendering every platform tech chase, and it works like 100% of the time.
It is super cool to see. And by the way, iBDW pulling ahead on that one. I feel like if there's one adaptation that SluG needs to make here, those ledge situations where, like, we even saw it a little bit in the Kadoran set, where, like, Kadoran went to the ledge between stocks rather, and was able to kind of get Nana off of it. iBDW is starting to play a similar game plan between stocks, and I think you might just have to respect it a little more. That being said, SluG has been known to make those sorts of adaptations, and I think he recognizes, you know, when his Nana's kind of getting hunted a little bit. He's gonna play a little bit differently.
iBDW, something clicked.
Whoa! Into the forward smash, just nasty. What a roll there. Can we get it? Okay, yeah. Up smash. iBDW not trusting that one, but full control of the situation right now.
Just gets out of there.
Yeah, you're not going to mess with that. Up tilt going at 113, the grounded hitbox. Up tilt, one of these weird moves that's stronger on the like if they're on the ground.
Yeah, if your opponent is grounded, not in the air when you hit it.
Right. Yeah, there's a grounded only hitbox that's just stronger, and that's why that KO'd at 113. And now, yeah, wow, iBDW, these FD games have been brutal for SluG. iBDW has made all of the adaptations, and look at that, catching the roll in. Up 2 stocks now, and not really showing any signs of slowing down.
Yeah, as the set has progressed, honestly, it's become less back and forth, and it's been kind of iBDW gearing up.
Oh, it's been the iBDW show. That is not how you want to lose your 3rd stock of the game. Oh.
Looks like game 1 from SluG's perspective at the moment.
Yeah, it really does. And that was a tough, I mean, that was a 0% SD, and Nana
that second
is
shine
gone.
was amazing.
Oh, no. Dude, it might just be a 4 stock. Oh, there's no jump.
What, Toe?
Oh!
I think it might be.
Oh, I feel like iBDW just bullet time through the spinning hammer. I don't even understand if that was like literally legend tangibility all the way through that, or if he literally just dodged the spinning hammer like a scene from the Matrix. But either way, that was about as commanding of a 4 stock as you can ask for.
Yeah, against one of the best players in the world at the moment too.
Definitely.
And that just shows why Cody is one of the very best players in the world.
Very best. Yeah, no sense of like
dancing around it.
Yeah, absolutely not. iBDW is going to solidly be in that winner's quarters tomorrow, joining either Hungry Box or S2J, it looks like. The last. So Zayn Amsa on one side, and it looks like on the other side, iBDW and the winner of Hungry Box and S2J.
So you're telling me we might get a iBDW Hungry Box run back?
We might. We definitely might. I mean, unless S2J has anything to say about it. But we've got some crazy.
He might.
I mean, we are working our way down to the the last couple little reaches of this bracket here, and